What if I told you the biggest celebrity wedding of the year just happened and absolutely no one saw it coming? Not the media, not the fans, not even some of their own inner circle. Two of Korea's most cherished stars, Lee Jong-suk and IU, have quietly said I do, and now that the secret's out, the entertainment world is in complete shock. So don't go anywhere, because the behind-the-scenes details of this private ceremony are going to leave you absolutely stunned. From the secret location to the star-studded guest list, this is the kind of love story that feels like it was pulled straight from a drama. But it's all real. It all started with complete silence. No gossip, no online hints, not even a whisper until a handful of grainy photos and one insider leak flipped the internet on its head. That's right. Lee Jong-suk and IU are officially married. Fans have wondered for years if they were together. Were they more than friends? Every time the question was asked, they'd smile, deflect, and keep things vague. But in the background, something tender and lasting had been growing, and somehow, without a single public clue, they made the biggest commitment of their lives in a way that was deeply personal, quietly profound, and far from the public eye. Their wedding unfolded on a remote private property near Jeju Island. Miles away from the flashing lights of paparazzi and press, guests arrived under the radar, some in disguise, others via back routes known only to the staff. Phones were strictly prohibited, and every single person working the event had to sign non-disclosure agreements. But once the guest list surfaced, people realized this wasn't just another celebrity event, it was a moment of cultural significance. Suzy was there. So was Park Bo-gum, Kim Soo-haeon, Yoona Yoo-jin, Guand. Even Suga was reportedly among the attendees. The names read like the cast of a blockbuster film, and it became clear that this wasn't just a wedding. It was a moment people would talk about for years, and then came the most unforgettable part of all, the ceremony itself. IU appeared in a custom ivory gown, tailored over for months to perfection. As she walked toward him, Lee Jong-suk stood rooted in place, eyes welling up, completely overcome. Witnesses say his hands shook as he read his vows, and IU's voice broke midway through hers. One line in particular held the room in total silence. "You waited for me to become the man you deserve. Now, I promise, you'll never have to wait again." Instead of a lavish spectacle, the event was scored by gentle piano melodies and a beautifully rearranged version of IU's own song No Flashy Lights. Just quiet beauty that left every guest breathless. And just like that, once the ceremony was over, they vanished. No social media posts, no official statements, no magazine exclusives. They disappeared as quietly as they had celebrated, choosing to protect the intimacy of their moment rather than turning it into a headline. But fans weren't upset, they felt moved. In an industry that often thrives on spectacle, this was a rare and intentional act of love. Around the world, fans began combing through old clips and performances, revisiting those tiny moments, a glance on stage, a subtle lyric, a smile that lingered. And suddenly, the story that once seemed like pure fantasy began to feel like it had always been real, just hidden in plain sight. What made this wedding resonate so deeply wasn't the fame or the fashion, it was the purpose. No sponsors, no cameras, no PR machine. Just love, quietly honored between two people who chose each other without needing to prove it to anyone else. That's what made this moment feel so pure. In a world where everything feels staged, this was something authentic. And even if they never release a single photo, even if they never make a formal announcement, it doesn't change a thing. Because this wasn't about putting on a show. It was about something true. And in the end, that's what makes it more than just a celebrity wedding. It's the kind of story that reminds you fairy tales still exist. If you felt every second of that, don't forget to hit the like button and tell us in the comments how long you've been shipping IU and Lee Jong-suk. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because if this love story proves anything, it's that the biggest surprises come when you least expect them.